Pioneers of Decentralization. Welcome to Tell Me More About Core, your gateway into the visionary world of the CoTech ecosystem. Get ready to embark on an electrifying journey that will challenge your perception of what blockchain technology can achieve. Hosted by Daniel and Lars.
All right, on air, the last record for this year.
This is the end.
2024 is going to end. And welcome to our last episode for the international community from Tell Me More About Core.
Yes, Daniel. Time flew by so fast. And to be honest, I guess our last episode in English was just about the light paper and Bitcoin. But it has a reason, because we are going to make an announcement later in that call. But I think the whole community, which said the whole time, hey, where is your content in English? We provided you with a big, amazing interview with the founders. And by the way, we have done, how many have we done, Daniel, in the German podcast?
Episodes?
Yes, how many?
I think around 20 podcast episodes plus update calls plus reactions. I think this is around 50 videos or podcasts which we produced. I don't know exactly how much hours, but this is a lot of content.
Yeah, and a lot of time. So I even guess you had over 60 meetings with Core this year alone.
Yeah, you're right.
And
when I check my WhatsApp or my mobile phone, and then you can see the groups or the chats with which people you reacted the most. This was Tell Me More About Core. This was you, Lars. And shout out to Oki, you was my third person on my list. My wife doesn't or isn't on this list. Hope she don't watch this podcast. Otherwise, I think she will be a little bit angry.
Yes, same here. And yeah, it's crazy, but this shows the intention, what we are doing and what we really want to achieve. And yes, for us, it's easier, let's say, to create immense content in German. But what we want to say at the end of this year, that we are also focusing on you guys out there in the international part of the communities. So we are such in a good mood because we are proud what we have achieved lately. And sometimes you can't force things, like doing a year in a review in just one day. It needed time to develop.
And to be honest, I think this time was good. The community needed also this time to understand everything. We've seen, especially in the German or in the DACH community, German, Austrian, and Switzerland community, a lot of progress. More and more people understand what the core ecosystem is really, what's behind it. This is not just another project. This is a whole decentralized infrastructure. And the people now need more than a half year to understand what core provides there. And this time was better than this was the best what can happen. Before we start, people understand what core is really. And now we want to take this step and bring this content to the international community. We've seen the German community make a ton of progress and understanding it, and they are more than thankful.
Yeah.
Shout out to the German community. You guys are amazing.
Exactly. Looking back, Daniel, at our first recordings, oh man, no external microphone. Everything was really, let's say, static, but the willingness was there. And I guess that's what Oki always says, like, just do it. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I also watched the first episodes, and they were awful. Not the content, but we got our script there. We got no equipment, and we seen the progress in our own podcast, and now we feel much more comfortable also. And this is also progress in the English for the English community or the international community. English is not our main language. That's the reason why I tell you more often, my English is not the yellow from the egg.
But as we said before, we started with good intentions and got even more hungrier along the way. And initially, we focused a lot on Twitter and on the core postings to react, always with the purpose or with the intention to make it understandable for, let's say, the international viewers too, because for the German part, it was easier to make it in a core update or in the groups. And yes, maybe because of that, the German-speaking community has really become incredibly strong, especially through you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's necessary. And by the way, Daniel, it's the first time we didn't even mention in the beginning that we are showing ourselves. For those who did not watch the huge interview, we even did not make an introduction for ourselves.
It's me, Danny boy. Shout out to you guys.
Okay.
And yeah, we really need to give a special shout out to our international community.
Yeah.
They've been absolutely incredible this year. I know there are ups and downs and there are some private groups. Everything is fine, but in the bigger picture, we've seen a lot of progress there also. And especially a shout out to one moment.
You mean
his
the guy
name?
from Japan?
Yeah.
It's on the one hand Hitoyo.
Hitoyo 2023 on X. Shout out to you. You're an amazing guy. Thank you for supporting our work. You translate everything super fast for the Japanese community. And this is awesome because we have no clue about Japanese language or something like this. And we also know the translation is really, really bad with Google Translate or whatever. And we are more than thankful for you that you translate this. Thank you.
Also, shout out to Kenny. I know he made, let's say, a small break. Take your time, but when you come back, you made a good job in, let's say, building bridges between communities by translating content or even showing up. I remember one time this year we had a Twitter Live space. Wonderful communication, nice discussion. So this is also things what is about connectivity.
Connectivity is a human right.
Yeah. So from Europe to Asia, from America to Africa, Core is going to become a truly global movement. And this exactly show how local communities can help spread understanding of Core worldwide.
And this is an essential key point. Shout out to everyone who's watching our podcast. You guys can now build your own community in the countries. You know what's behind Core. And we also learned a lot this year what Core is so much more than we even tough. And the more people understand, especially in the mother language, you can provide this knowledge to other people. And that's the intuition about or behind our podcast. Tell me more about Core.
Yeah. Daniel, on the one hand, to make a recap in the German part, yes, we talked also about the, let's say, movements on the ping exchange. Let's say, to short it up, we were really surprised what happened by human behavior, selling and buying. But I think for the international community, it's clear. It's always, it's people who buy and sell. So therefore, we are here at the end of the year. But I think for those who did not understand yet what will come with New to the Street in the upcoming year, I guess will change a lot of attitudes, a lot of understanding of true value of this project. So therefore, let's more focus on discussion about, or let's say an outlook for 2025, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure. And before we start, to be honest, everyone who don't understand what new to the street means, just Google it. Just check with which people they are connected, especially Vince Caruso. This guy has connections. They are incredible. And Oki also mentioned it when we start the series, and the series will start. To be honest, it's just a matter of time. And when we think about it, it doesn't make sense before we get the OTC QB uplisting. Why you should start marketing without when you don't get the uplisting before? And in my opinion, this is the absolute best plan what they can do. Q1 is an absolute amazing, I think, moment in crypto space to start now. OTC QB uplisting, more and more people are, or more liquidity is there. People can buy ARAC shares, and then it's the time to start with the new to the street series. And I think this will also be the start of 2025, and this will be, I think, an amazing and damn interesting year for all the hodlers out there.
Yeah, totally
And,
agree.
and we speak about exciting developments. Oki already or also teased Corpus version 2 recently. And the people who seen this or what he mentioned, this is a massive upgrade. This makes the Corpus to something truly unique. That's not just an upgrade. This is a complete evolution of what Corpus can do. And they have also described in the interview it's going to be a game changer for digital identity and verification. Also, digital attributes. And now I can tease something. I don't know when we upload this video, maybe the new Corpus version is online or not.
I would do it in 1 hour after
Yeah.
this call.
All right, a little teaser for you guys. The next Corpus version won't be Corpus version 2, but we get a small upgrades or view upgrades. And one is you can get a Bitcoin address, Ethereum address, Litecoin address, and about regulations later in 2025. You need a verified address to deposit or withdraw funds.
Yes.
Here in Europe, you're not allowed to use a Bitbox in the future because you can't do a KYC there.
And this is crucial for 2025's regulatory compliance.
And this is a big, big topic, what they were preparing, not the last months, the last years.
Yeah.
And it feels like, or they already mentioned it, they are ready to go. And now the regulations are kicking in. The timing couldn't be better.
In German, we would say, okay, now let's wait that it can, wie nennt man das, wirken lassen. So let the people breathe.
Let that sink in.
Yeah.
And now think about, you got with the Corpus a multi-coin wallet. This is an offline storage and also storage for all your digital attributes in the future.
Coming from Corpus to something else. So to, let's say, us, to tell me more about Core. On the one hand, yes, we are really proud and grateful to see that we have reached a lot of more followers during the last weeks. Also, the YouTube analytics says from abroad, meaning from outside of Germany, also outside from Europe. The Japanese are a huge part of the watchers from abroad, so thank you very much. But we have also some other exciting news, which we want just to teaser a bit. I guess teaser is okay, Daniel, because we are still in the end phase of, let's say, finding the final spot. But do you want to say?
Yeah, we've prepared now for around 6 months merchandise. A lot of people, especially in the German community, were asking. That's why we were now the first XCB Hodler shirts. We done a lot of research and materials people who can print or stick the t-shirts or hoodies or what's coming. And we coming to an end, finding the right partner, and are ready for 2025 when we can announce something official. Be ready soon or in the near future. You're able to buy merch, especially in the German community. This was a big topic because there are a lot of people who wants to show they are proud XCB hodlers like me. Otherwise, I won't wear this t-shirt. And we feel this comes from our heart. That's why we like our merch. I think I don't need other t-shirts right now.
Yes.
And this is one goodie for the community, what's coming next years, but more things we will release in the near future.
Talking about the next year, we guess also 2025 is going to be the year where all these puzzle pieces come together. So like Daniel said already, Corpus 2, so the enhanced Corpus wallet, international expansion, and so much more. So the foundation we have built with both, let's say, the German or the German-speaking community, and you guys, the international part, this is going to be crucial. And let me add something more. Whether you're in Germany or in Asia or somewhere, anywhere else, you all are part of the core family. And that's what makes this community special. So we made today posting on Twitter, a long posting, like we wanted to be grateful, and also to mention it's not just about technology. It's about connectivity between human people. So, and we are already truly global, but still connected. And this is something we wanted to mention in this, let's say, recap and also outlook for you, the community.
And we want to form a bigger international community. That's the reason why we will provide a lot of more international content. And we've seen the demand. People wants to know more about core, but I know it's really hard. That was the intuition why we started this podcast 2 years ago.
Yeah. And fun fact, Daniel, we talked in the last German series about, we already see development, like what we achieved, like creating a podcast by the intention of telling people more about core, to educate them, to give them lower barriers to entry into the core ecosystem by providing knowledge, by giving understandable insights, by also building up the community. I guess we will see much more coming from the community or from outside, that people will participate in the provided ecosystem, so that, let's say, use cases, dApps or stuff like that will also come.
Yeah, and this will also bring more demand and more growth to the community or the core ecosystem. We are here just at the beginning.
Yeah.
We are one of the first people who know or who talk about core. And to be honest, when they start the series, Oki mentioned it, 200 million people are able to watch the series. 24 months, not one single episode, 24 months.
I guess we could sum up it with the next year will be a year of announcements and statements, and the puzzle pieces will come together.
100%. And then will be the moment when people realize what they've built, which infrastructure they provided. And I can give you one advice. I know there are a lot of private groups. Don't believe everything what they're writing there. Core got so much haters, and to be honest, I think there are a lot of people who do everything that core won't be successful, and they try to FUD or bring wrong informations, false informations, and much more. Don't believe everything. Just watch the video. I can recommend it to everyone, and then when you add 1 + 1, you can think about it and you will see what's coming 2025. This is my advice for you.
So thanks to everyone for watching and supporting us. And Daniel, by the way, special thanks to our wives
Yeah.
who put up with all this core talk.
My wife says she won't talk with me in the future because everything I'm talking is just about core. And a little bit about my son.
Yeah,
But it feels right at the moment. We do it from our heart. We feel the community needs to understand the core ecosystem, what they've built. When we've been there in Bucharest the first time, or before in Salzburg in Austria, this was so mind-blowing, and I thought about, damn, this is the next revolution.
So therefore, we are really going to focus on you guys, the international communities, in the upcoming year, because 2024 was really a big focus on the German part. It's much easier to, let's say, not to convince, but to teach people in your mother language. But we are hungry, we want to grow, we want to improve ourselves. And so therefore, if you want, you will be able to see, to hear, and maybe to learn from us as much as you can.
And maybe when you're on the corner in Germany, we can do a meetup or visit us as a private person, especially in the German community. We planned something to do this because I got a lot of friends around me, also surrounded by me, and maybe we see us offline. Would be great to see you guys in the future. Who is watching our podcasts? We're also excited what's coming 2025.
So see you in 2025 when we are back with Tell Me More
about core. Bye-bye. See ya, guys. Happy New Year, and we hear us or see us 2025. Thank you.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that concludes yet another insightful episode exploring the possibilities of the core blockchain and its ecosystem. If you like this podcast, hit that like and subscribe button. We will tell you more about core on the next episode. Until then, keep dreaming, keep building, and never stop decentralizing.